What's poppin', T subs and squad? So, it is Monday night, and what do we do on one Monday night? Re-review Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, honey. Yes, God, girl. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell, become the notification gang. And if you really rock with my channel, the way y'all say y'all do, definitely make sure to watch those ads. My PayPal and Cash App will be listed down in the description box. You can also donate to the channel by joining. I have two tiers, T sub tier and the T squad tier. Both tiers are a recurring payment on your charge card every month, and you can cancel at any time. You could also donate to the channel by going to teesprings.com/ttalkboutique. Any apparel or things that you buy over there, definitely make sure to hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or you can email me a picture on the channel's email address, which will also be listed down in the description box and underneath down here this video. And I will be putting you and shouting you out in my new ending credits. Child, Love and Hip Hop Season 9, Episode 5, Slippery Slope. So, the episode starts off with Rashida and Kurt going out for a date. Child, looks like they pulled up down to some Airbnb. And there was rose petals all over the floor. Nice Trouble is a Bubble in a champagne glass, honey. Shout out to Neo. And he serves waffles to represent the first date that they had 20 years ago, I believe it was. And their first date was down to the Waffle House. Pretty much all that was. Move right on along. Sierra, Shooter, Paris, and Mason go out to eat for Shooter's birthday. And he tells her that Paris has been skipping school because of drama that's been going on. And we going to get down into that in a little bit. Jacques goes to his salon Echelon, to go check on things. And he asks Alexis to come so he could talk about having her to his sex trafficking panel that he is putting up. He was saying that he went on her Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, whatever the hell it is that bitch got. And she made some type of poster alluding to sex trafficking. And basically what she's saying is she went through the similar situation about sex trafficking. And she says that, people love to judge her about her life and the way that she lives her life, but people doesn't know that happened to her when she was 15 years old. And so he was basically telling her, listen, I'm having this panel where I'm discussing this. I have 5 daughters. I worry about them every day. A lot of people know you. You should come out and tell your story. But she tells him that she will basically have to think about that. Rashida invites Mimi, Sierra, and Bambi out to a ski shop and lets them know that she's inviting all of the ladies to some ski resort down in Tennessee, honey. They brought up the situation of Carly going, and they asked Sierra how they felt about that. And, Sierra was like, she misses her friend. She really hopes that there's not a problem with it. And, she just hopes that, Kiara. She hopes that Carly could feel the same way and they could go off and have a great time. Anyway, Jacques hosts this sex trafficking panel, and Alexis does come and she tells her story. She says that she wasn't kidnapped, but she was held hostage at 15 when she ran away from home. She was saying that, the guy took her phone and was basically telling her, if she tried to leave or if she tries to alert anybody that he was going to kill her, this, that, and the third. And some guy that was coming to pick her up to have sex with her, I believe. Said that he saw her with tears in her eyes, and he asked her how old she was. She said she was 16. By that time, she was 16. And he basically took her to the bus station so that she could get back home, which her ass should have stayed. I will say this, Alexis. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're lying about that, because that I don't know about. I don't know anything about that. All I am going to say is I hope that was a real experience that you had. And I hope that by you telling your story, it kind of does make people go a little bit more lenient on you than what we have been. And I really hope that you coming out telling your story really helps another young girl. And I really do hope that we start doing right by these young girls. I really do. I'm not going to make no light about that. I'm not going to give Alexis much about that. But I am going to say I hope that is a situation that really happened to you and you are not using this as some type of clout or shine. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Uh, so the situation that happened between Paris, the young lady, and her mama down to the school done took over basically almost the rest of the episode. Um, Rashida, Mimi, and Carly meet so they could talk about the situation. Carly said that she reached out to Sierra when everything had happened with Paris. And I'm really glad that you was able to set aside your problems, Carly, to reach out to your friend. Because, y'all, listen, I honestly feel like Carly is holding on to this to have a storyline. Because Carly ain't got nothing going on, child. That's really what I feel like is going on here. But I'm glad that you was a real woman, a real friend, and you reached out to her in her time of need because she needed. Paris tells Shooter what's happened. Shooter tells her that she thinks that Paris needs to make better decisions. And Sierra put a restraining order out on the lady and her daughter because they both live in the same building. And she needs Paris to stay with Rod until things get situated. Now listen. I've been knew about this story months ago. One of the T Squad members hit me up. I want to say about 20 minutes ago. They hit me up in an email, basically giving me the real story about what went on between Paris, that young lady, and the mama down to the school. So, giving y'all a piece of inside tea. Allegedly, alright, this is all alleged. Allegedly, Paris was the one who started that issue with the young girl, with the young lady. Basically, Paris would be down there to that school, basically bragging to any and everybody that her mom is Sierra and her dad is Shooter, and the both of them are on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and that the young lady that called her mom, she called her mom up there because apparently Sierra was telling everybody at the school that her and her friends was going to jump that young lady. And she was basically telling everybody to be on the lookout for that. The young lady had found out about it, and that's how the mama got involved. And that's why the mama went on ahead and started windmilling on Paris right along with that little girl down to the bathroom. Now, this is my whole thing about this, about Paris. Girl, you don't have no right to go around here bragging about who your parents are, especially to this young lady when y'all both live in the same building. So it's obvious that her mama and your mama make along the lines the same amount. Girl, quiet as it's kept. Let's not sit here and act like that it ain't cheap as hell to get a nice house, a nice loft, a nice apartment, a nice sky rise down there. Little close next to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And I get where Shooter was coming from. At the end of the day, you need to make better decisions. Stop carrying your tail down there trying to act like you better than anybody because you're not. Your parents' money is your parents' money. It's not your money. And you don't have the right to go down there and make anybody feel less than because your parents is on Love and Hip Hop. Who gives a damn? Don't nobody give a damn about that but you, little girl. That's why you got windmilled on down to that bathroom. And no, I'm not saying what that little girl mama did was right because it wasn't. At the end of the day, you's a grown, rusty ass woman. That is a 14-year-old girl. You ain't have no business carrying your old ass down there windmilling on that little girl. However, there would have been nothing for that girl to have to call her mama about. Have Paris not been running around there trying to make people feel less than because we get to see her mama and her ugly ass daddy on the TV screen every Monday night. That's how I feel about it. Now I want no arguments from none of y'all about it. And we just gonna do what, ladies and gentlemen? Move right on along. We see Bambi getting ready for the trip, and she asks, can black people be allergic to chicken? Apparently, she's been feeling sick for the past week or so, whatever the case may be. Myself, personally, I just think that the bitch is pregnant. But that whole scene, I could have dealt without because it was stupid, it was idiotic, and that was 5 minutes of my life that I'm never going to get back. Thank you, Bambi and Scrappy. Anyway. Kirk talks about how his oldest son, Kirk Jr., got arrested because he and another employee got pulled over and caught with a bag of weed and a gun in the car, and there was no bail. I'm really sad to hear that that happened to that young man. It's terrible that these young men keep getting caught up, by these policemen. But at the end of the day, Kirk, he was pulled over with a gun on his waist and a bag of weed in the car. And I'm more than sure the weed wasn't what sent him to jail with no bag. It was the fact that he's basically a convicted felon with a firearm. That's why he's in jail with no bail. Anyway, the ladies go to the ski trip, but Rashida doesn't go because of everything that was going on. Shout out to Rashida for being a real wife and staying at home with her husband while he's going through this trying time with his overgrown ass son. I mean, you know, hey. The ladies discuss Rashida's situation and Sierra's situation. Bambi starts getting sick on the bus and they feel like she might be pregnant. And again, I feel the same way. Sierra gets a text saying that Shekinah is driving to Tennessee, and Spice says that she doesn't like her because she's fake. She's one way to her in her face around other people, but then when she gets around other people, she talks shit about her behind her back. And I'm inclined to believe that. I've been hearing a lot of people who around there who say that Shekinah has a bad habit of smiling in your face when you're around there, but as soon as you leave, she's spreading your business to any and everybody that'll listen. So I'm inclined to believe that. But I really hope that they're able to get over that situation because I honestly like Shekinah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want Shekinah getting up here, getting into it with anybody. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Scrap is moving and Cheyenne is helping him pack up and to end this beef between her and Killer Karen King, KKK. Scrap says that the fight between them happened about a phone bill that Cheyenne didn't pay. But KKK, aka Killer Karen King, says that Cheyenne cussed her out. And then KKK, aka Killer Karen King, brought up the situation between her and Shooter. And that was basically the end of the story. Karen, this is how I feel. The situation that's going on between Shooter and Cheyenne is none of your damn business. That wants your business to go run up and play tell that to Scrap, especially considering the fact that Cheyenne just sat here and told us that she basically can't have her friends around him no more because he done bust all of them hoes down. So in my opinion, out of all of her female friends that he done bust down, why is it such a problem that she's getting bust down by one of his friends? As far as I'm concerned, what's good for the goose is good for the geese, girl. That won't none of your business to run up and tell. But I'm going to let you have it, KKK, a.k.a. Killer Karen King, because for what it's worth and for whatever reason, I live for your old messy, petty ass. But girl, that's really all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. The episode was blah. You know, I mean, it was fair. You know, it wasn't too bad, but, you know, it definitely could have been better. But y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about tonight's episode. And yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. I'm holla at you later, Gert. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush that be my starter kit. I just woke up